My name is Allie Wright and I'm a multimedia journalist. I'm the fall 2012 design editor for the Daily Iowan, the student-run newspaper in Iowa City, where I have also worked as a reporter and still photographer, and now I can shoot and edit my own news video. During my time at the DI, I have learned all of the important elements of a newspaper, including strong reporting, editing, and design. Sure, my background is mostly print, but I have used these skills to become a strong television reporter and producer. I anchor for Daily Iowan Television and have covered news conferences, breaking news, as well as interviewed a range of politicians. I also have live shot experience and am able to shoot and edit my own video. My contact information is at the bottom of the screen. I hope you enjoy my work. I'm here at the center of the University of Iowa campus, and while the U.S. economy seems to be improving, students here in Iowa City are still feeling the crunch. The U.S. unemployment rate has decreased about 2% in the last 3 years, and while this is good news for the country as a whole, college students may be the most optimistic. A Davenport man arrested for robbing an Iowa City bank last week has been turned over to federal authorities. 34-year-old Eric Martin allegedly waved a handgun during the robbery and tried to point it at police officers during the ensuing chase. Martin was apprehended roughly an hour after the robbery and has since been held in the Johnson County Jail on a $1 million bond. A federal authority said that Martin had a 9mm handgun and more than $23,000 at the time of his arrest.
I don't think anyone else can bring.
Tuition was the theme at Monday night's UI Student Government Vice Presidential debate. Supporters wearing bright pink and orange t-shirts watched hashtag party candidate Nick Rolston and I-Party candidate Jesse Tobin duke it out, discussing the best way to lower costs. Rolston says he will concentrate on lobbying legislators.
And I'm really confident that bringing students and educating the legislators and showing our beautiful smiling faces and talking about our stories is what is absolutely the most important thing to do.
But Tobin will concentrate on educating students on other ways to save money.
But besides that, we realize that lowering tuition and all of that takes a lot of time. So while we're lobbying, at the same time, we're going to be working here on campus to ease the financial stress that students feel just with their everyday life.
And although both parties had many money-saving ideas, students at the debate said they were still split on whom to support.
What have you already done?
Just knowing that the experience that Nick and Jesse are going to bring to student government, I know they have a lot of great ideas, and they both have been really involved with it.
So I support their group because a huge thing that they emphasize, as you saw, is that a huge gap in the university is there's a lot of students that want to do things, and they have their small group of support, but they don't have the means to branch out. Truthfully, you don't really know what student government does.
Alcohol and promiscuity are two things that may come to mind when one thinks of a typical college town, and Iowa City is no exception. With dozens of bars in the downtown area, students are exposed to alcohol every time they walk through town, especially since many bars are within footsteps of the center of campus. But one University of Iowa student is going against the norm. She's staying away from alcohol and has sworn off sex until she is married.
But just for me personally, to feel safe and secure in a relationship, that's what I need. But I totally understand that that's a little strange and that most people don't do that.
Becca's plan could cause her less stress in the long run. According to a study by Georgia Health Sciences University, pairing drinking with sexual activity leads to unplanned sexual encounters, more sexual partners, and unplanned pregnancies.
I just believe that should be between two people.
The reason Mid-American Energy is looking to build a new nuclear plant in Iowa is simple: cost. The price of coal, which is used to power many homes in Iowa, is increasing, so the company is looking for alternatives. But customers could be paying the price. Literally, energy prices could go up by about 10%. However, nuclear energy provided by the plant would be cheaper than coal in the long run. The nearly $1 billion investment would pay itself off, and customers could save up to 25% over the next 40 to 60 years. Iowa legislators are split on whether or not a nuclear plant is best for the state. Iowa Senator Joe Bolcom recently toured the state to persuade Iowans against the bill.
We know it'll be very expensive, especially when you think about managing the waste from these plants for 1,000 to 10,000 years.